Are you still looking at me? Why you still looking at me?
Alright guys, welcome to Extreme Gaming here with my Money in the Bank predictions for Money in the Bank 2018. Money in the Bank is actually this Sunday, live on pay-per-view on the WWE Network, and we're gonna go over the matches here. Let's talk about. You're gonna have Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. This ain't even gonna be a good match, to be honest. I mean, the way they're booking Daniel Bryan, since his coming back to WWE after injury after 2 years, they put him with a match against AJ Styles, which it was a pretty good match, but then you got Shinsuke coming in. They're trying to make Big Cass this star, and actually he's not even really all that good of a wrestler. So I think that Big Cass is going to get a win here. I think he's going to beat Daniel Bryan, and then they're going to make it where they have their third and final rubber match at Extreme Rules. That's my prediction with that. So I believe that is going to happen. Big Cass is going to finally beat Daniel Bryan on Sunday, and then they'll be tied at 2-2. Then they'll keep on going with their feud, leading into Extreme Rules, which then that'll end their rivalry there. So I'm not really looking forward to this match at all, because the first one at Backlash was kind of like stale. And then, as you guys know, Big Cass had a lot of heat backstage with Vince McMahon for going off script when he beat up the little guy on Smackdown, and he wanted to do more, and they told him no, and he did it anyway. So that's why they made Daniel Bryan beat him, give him a whooping, and made Daniel Bryan look strong. The next match, Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. Not really looking forward to this match neither, because it could be a good match, but I'm not really looking forward to it. The way they're booking Bobby Lashley as well. You guys want this guy back, but then you guys are booking him horrible. I figure they will push him stronger than what they're doing him now. Then the one segment where Sami Zayn had his sisters come out, that was ridiculous. That was the most stupidest, dumbest, maybe boringest shit I ever seen on Monday Night Raw. And to be honest, man, Monday Night Raw is in a lot of trouble. I usually don't do WWE videos or reactions or predictions to the shows, but I will get into the state of the WWE after I make my prediction and tell what they can do better to make the product a lot better. But Bobby Lashley's going to win this match. Sami Zayn's going to throw in a couple good shots in there, but Bobby Lashley's going to end up winning this game, this match here. Then the next match, you have the tag team titles. You have the Bludgeon brothers versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson's the Good Brothers. I don't know. This match it depends. I mean, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, I think that when WWE first brought them in, they made that impact really quick. Nobody knew that they were coming. They build them strong, but the way they've been booking them, I mean, WWE gets these guys that they really want, but then they don't use them properly at all when it comes to booking them. And I think that Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows should have been, they should have held the tag team titles longer than when they won them the first time. I hope that WWE uses them right, and give them a proper, tag team title run, because I mean they were in New Japan and they tore houses down there in New Japan, and I think that WWE needs to look in the mirror and get back, and get back. These tag teams, they work hard, and the tag team division is not like before and back in the years where teams like the Andersons and the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, man, they put matches, and they have these like squash matches, and it makes no sense. Like Vince really doesn't like the tag team division. Everything is about singles and stuff, and you got to give the fans, especially me, like, I love tag team matches. Like the Revival. The Revivals are another good team. The Revivals remind me of the Horsemen, of like Tony Blanchard and Arn Anderson, where they, you know, they picked you apart and they made you look good. You know, Ole and Arn, or Ole and Tony, or Arn Anderson and Tony Blanchard, they can make anybody look good back in the 80s and early 90s. That's how good they were, and that's how great they were as a tag team. And I think the WWE needs to get back to that, create some more tag teams. You know, you haven't seen Sanity. They were supposed to debut after the shakeup, and you haven't seen Sanity yet. Not even in NXT. The Authors of Pain, they haven't been on WWE television for the past 3 weeks. That's because WWE's writers suck. And that's a fact. They can't write a fucking storyline. Give Paul Heyman, or bring back Jim Cornette. You need somebody that knows what they're doing. Like freaking Paul Heyman is a fucking genius. His promos are great. Every time Paul Heyman gets on the mic, he does wonders, and he makes Lesnar look good. So you gotta get, WWE has to get new writers. You know, get Michael Hayes, get him. I like Michael Hayes. I like the Road Dogg, but their fucking writing sucks. Like their story, to come up with new stories. Fucking NXT storylines are way better. Way better. Bring Sting in. Bring Jeff Jarrett in. Let them come up with storylines that people are gonna be intrigued. Like back in the Attitude Era, when you did the storylines, you had storylines that went through pay-per-views, but then they went another month. But guess what? It wasn't the same boring shit that WWE that has here. Come on, really? Like Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. People, if WWE better come up with something good, because Vince, if he don't, people gonna walk out like they did in Backlash. And you know, and I know he was pissed when he saw that, but stuff has to change. Your rating sucks. Okay, they really do. And Roman Reigns is not the answer. You gotta stop trying to put this guy over. Turn him heel. Okay, where he gets more heat. And let the fans boo him, because every time he talks, the fans boo him. Like, I don't got nothing against Roman Reigns, but you can't stuff this guy down our throat like you did with John Cena for almost a decade, 15 years, whatever, how long John Cena's been with the company. Okay, just like with John Cena should have turned heel a long time ago too. It would have been interesting. You gotta surprise the fans and give them something to want to make you watch Raw and SmackDown. You know, so that's my opinion, especially with the tag team match. I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win. They're going to retain their tag team titles. You know, but it's going to probably be a hard hitting matchup with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, but I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win this match. Let's get this match out the way, because I really want to talk about it. Roman Reigns, Jinder my balls. That's what I'm going to call him, Jinder my balls. A waste of a match for a pay-per-view. I hope they just get this match out of the way early in the pay-per-view. Don't save it for the middle. Just get it out of the way so we can get this match out of the way, because it's not going to be a very good match at all. I'm telling you right now. It's probably going to be one of the worst matches in the card. I'd rather watch Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn go at it than Jinder my balls and Roman rape. You know, it's going to be a garbage match. I'm telling you guys. People are going to be walking out to go get beer, go get popcorn and hot dogs, instead of sitting down and watch this match. It is a boring rivalry. Is nothing. It's nothing. All right, let's talk about Seth Rollins and Elias. I think that this has the potential of being a good matchup, because the way Seth Rollins has been doing matches with The Miz and Finn Balor, man, Rollins has been the man for the past 2-3 months on Monday Night Raw, and he's carried Monday Night Raw. And I think it's time to put the WWE Universal title on Rollins, because when Rollins actually was WWE champion, even though he was heel, I enjoy watching his matches. He put good matches in day in and day out, and I think this has a possibility to be a show stealer. I like Elias's gimmick, and he has a following. Everybody in the fan. Now that's a heel, because he tells people to shut up, and he sings about it. He sings bad about the town. So, I see Elias getting a push with the Intercontinental title. I think what's going to end up happening is that I think they're going to have a couple matches. Rollins going to win one here, then Elias will get a ring match, and then it'll be non-title. He'll beat him, and I think Elias will end up winning the Intercontinental title off of Rollins, and then I think Seth Rollins is going to end up getting the Universal title soon. I see that happening. All right, so let's talk about Camerlla and Asuka. This is going to be an okay match. It ain't something I'm really looking forward to, because Asuka is more of a complete wrestler than Camerlla, to be honest. I think that Camerlla is going to retain the WWE Smackdown Women's title, but I think it's going to be via disqualification. I think what's going to end up happening, because there is rumors about James Ellsworth re-signing back with WWE. And as you guys know, if you guys watch Grimm's Toy Show on YouTube, he's been there, doing intergender matches on Grimm's show. So, and if he does come back, I think he's going to cause a disqualification. He's going to help Camerlla retain the WWF, or, man, my bad, not WWF, but WWE SmackDown title. So I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think Ellsworth is going to come in, cause a distraction, cause a disqualification. I would be surprised if let's first say Ellsworth does come back on Money in the Bank and he helps Camerlla. I can't see WWE letting Camerlla beat Asuka. Like, I can't see it. But with WWE, you just never know. I think it's going to be a disqualification. I think that's how Camerlla retains her title, and then they'll move their feud. And I think they'll move their rivalry into Extreme Rules, where they'll have some kind of crazy match. All right, let's talk about the Raw Women's title, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. This match, actually, I'm looking forward to, because I was impressed with Ronda Rousey's match at WrestleMania this past year. And actually, that was one of my favorite matches at WrestleMania this year, was the mixed tag between Angle and Triple H with Stephanie. That was actually my favorite match of the night. And she did good. She hit some moves, but if you look at times when Ronda Rousey picks up somebody, she misses a lot. Like when she went to go grab Stephanie, she missed Stephanie a few times, and I think they're going to try to keep this match short. I think they're going to keep it short just to protect her until she gets better in the ring. I'm not sure who's gonna, and to be honest, I'm not sure who's gonna win this match. I don't see WWE letting Ronda Rousey lose, but then I don't see them giving her the title right away. What I do have a feeling that's going to happen is that if she does beat Nia Jax, so if they do, let's say if they go with this, let's say if Money in the Bank starts off with the women's Smackdown ladder match, or let's say they start off with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. If Natalya, this is my prediction, if Natalya wins the match, if Natalya wins Money in the Bank, Ronda Rousey is going to beat Nia Jax. And the minute that Ronda Rousey celebrates, I'm telling you right now, Natalya is going to betray Ronda Rousey. Either hit her with the briefcase, knock her out. I don't see them making Ronda Rousey. I don't see her putting Ronda Rousey in a sharpshooter and make Ronda Rousey tap. Because then that's going to make Ronda Rousey look weak. And she's supposed to be the baddest woman on the planet, how they got her going. But I truly think that if Women's Money in the Bank goes on first, which I think it will, and Natalya wins, Natalya's going to cash in the same night on Ronda Rousey, setting up their rivalry through SummerSlam. And I think that they'll have a match maybe at Extreme Rules, and Natalya gets disqualified, and then she tries to avoid Rousey, and then they'll fight again at SummerSlam, and then Ronda Rousey will get it back at SummerSlam, and then she'll hold on to it into WrestleMania, and then they'll pit her against Charlotte. They'll do another Women's Royal Rumble. Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble, and she gets to pick her champion, and she picks Rousey, and then they'll main event WrestleMania, and that'll be the first time ever where WWE lets the women main event, or this could be the main event of Money in the Bank. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Nia Jax, Ronda Rousey is the main event at this year's Money in the Bank. And then, like I said, then you have Natalya come in, win the Money in the Bank. She's waiting in the wings. The minute the confetti start going off, bam, she attacks Ronda Rousey, cashes in Money in the Bank, and then you have a new Raw Women's Champion twice in one night. Ronda Rousey and then Natalya. So I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think Ronda Rousey is going to beat Nia Jax. I think they're going to keep it short, but I wish they wouldn't keep it short, but you just never know. But let her learn. And like I said, she's good in the ring. She looks like a natural. Yes, she have mishaps and stuff like that, but she's still learning the ropes of WWE. Is different. So I think that with Ronda Rousey, she needs to stop smiling a little bit when she's doing like her promos and stuff like that, because the fans are not going to take her serious, and she needs to not smile as much, you know. So this is a match that I am looking forward to, you know, and we're going to see if it happens. So you know, it's gonna be a good match. All right, let's go with the next match here. The men's. So, like I said, we talked about the women's Money in the Bank. I think the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is gonna be better than the guys, because you got Charlotte Flair, Amber Moon, and you know, Amber Moon, and you got Charlotte. They're gonna take chances. Becky Lynch will take chances. Naomi will take chances. So will Sasha Banks. The only problem that I have with this match is Lana being in it, because Lana hasn't proven herself as a wrestler. And sometimes you see, if you watch Lana wrestle, it's like she's scared to get hit in a match, you know. But I think that the women's ladder match is going to outdo the male's ladder match, because you have The Miz, you have Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is not going to do an air flip anywhere, you know. I think he's going to put a lot of people through tables and stuff like that, maybe a ladder. So, like I said, my winner for the Money in the Bank for the women's, I believe it's going to be Natalya. She's going to come out on top, and I believe she's going to cash in the same night on Ronda Rousey. All right, let's talk about the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. You got Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and either Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Wood. I think it's going to be Big E. I got a feeling that New Day is going to break up at Money in the Bank. I think that Big E is going to be... I think I see Big E getting tired, and he's going to want to push, and I think that he's going to hit both Xavier Woods, or he'll take them out where nobody will see it. He'll take one out on one end, take Woods out, and then Kofi Kingston out, and they'll be like, oh, what happened? And then he's the one that's in, because now both Kofi and Xavier Woods are out. That's how I would do it if I was WWE. I would make it look like somebody attacked Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods where they can't compete, and all that leaves is Big E just to be the final participant in the Money in the Bank. It's tough. I don't know who's going to win this match, but if I had to pick a winner, I like Strowman, but I think Samoa Joe is going to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And he's going to either challenge Shinsuke Nakamura or AJ Styles. I don't see them doing 2 cash-ins in one night, but like I said, with WWE, they're very unpredictable. I would like to see it happen, but I don't think so. The only way he'll cash in if AJ wins the match and he's beat, and he'll cash in, but I doubt it. I think Joe's pick his spot, but I think Samoa Joe is going to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match for SmackDown, and then Natalya is going to win it for Raw. So SmackDown and Raw will have one briefcase each on each end. And then the final match for the WWE Championship, you got Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles in a last man standing match. I think that I think this match here, AJ is gonna finally lose the WWE title. I think they're gonna finally put the title on Shinsuke Nakamura. I think it's probably gonna be their best match out of their series so far. So, like I said, AJ has been a hell of a champion, but I think it's time for WWE to put the title on Shinsuke Nakamura. This is like what? He had a shot at, who was it? He had a shot at Jinder Mahal twice. He lost. Then he lost to AJ at WrestleMania. And then he got another shot at the Greatest Royal Rumble where AJ got disqualified. And now he gets his opportunity here. But I think this is going to probably be another good match. I think they're going to put on a show this time. I think that, they're going to do better than their first match at WrestleMania. Their match at WrestleMania wasn't that bad. It was okay. But I think that they both can put a better performance, and I think they'll do it this Sunday. So, like I said, I'm picking Shinsuke to win this match. I think that Shinsuke is going to probably hit a couple low blows in this match, and he's going to end up hitting a Kinshasa maybe twice and put AJ out, and he's going to become the new WWE championship, the new WWE champion. So, again, with my prediction, guys, like I said, I think Big Cass is going to be Daniel Bryan. Seth Rollins is going to retain the Intercontinental title. Bobby Lashley is going to beat Sami Zayn. The Bludgeon brothers will retain their tag team titles. Roman Reigns will beat Jinder Mahal in a bullshit ass match. It's going to be garbage. And I think Camerlla is going to retain her title via disqualification with, I believe, if the rumors are true, with James Ellsworth's help. you know, he'll get her disqualified. Ronda Rousey will become the new either the Raw Women's Champion, and like I said, and in the Women's Money in the Bank, I believe Natalya's going to win the Money in the Bank, and I believe that she will cash in on the same night and betray Ronda Rousey. And then the Men's Money in the Bank, I got Samoa Joe winning, with Big E turning heel on Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. I think he's going to attack both of them. Nobody's going to see the attack. I think they're just going to pull up the cameras. They're both going to be down. And you're going to see Big E run in, like, what's going on? And then that'll put him automatically in the Money in the Bank match. And then in the final match for the WWE Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura will defeat AJ Styles in the Last Man Standing match. So that's my prediction, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me think on your thoughts. With your thoughts on my predictions for Money in the Bank 2018. And you guys will let me know. I mean, like I said, they're my predictions. So, you know, I think that there may be like 2-3 matches that I'm looking forward to. There's 2 ladder matches, the Seth Rollins and Elias, and the Shinsuke Nakamura match. And the Ronda Rousey Nia Jax, probably the only matches I'm looking forward to. The other ones are blah. So, you know, like I said, it's going to be okay pay-per-view. Not going to be great, but we're going to see what happens Sunday. And hopefully that WWE gets some stuff straight. So, tomorrow I'll do a video talking about what WWE can do better to make Raw better and SmackDown. I got my opinions and my thoughts on it, and I truly believe they gotta go get a little bit more edgier with their content. I know kids watch it, but come on, when they had the Attitude Era, kids watched it, and they told the kids, don't try it at home. That's what they gotta do. You know, they're planning to go with Fox, move SmackDown to Fox. You know, maybe Fox will let them get edgier, and the people say, okay, you guys can get a lot edgier. You know, go ahead and go for it. Somebody needs to tell them that, you know, because they're not listening to the fans. You know, and I think NXT right now, their NXT TakeOver pay-per-views, or I don't even know if they call them pay-per-views for NXT. But NXT TakeOver, whenever they do a major pay-per-view like Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, NXT TakeOver does better than the main roster. And guess what? The main roster of the WWE should be embarrassed that you let these guys that are NXT training to become to the main roster are outdoing you guys. And then you guys don't show up to respond. Are you just that fucking lax that you say, okay, NXT just outdid us, we're gonna do an okay fucking pay-per-view? Vince, get your head out your ass, okay? And if you don't, your company's gonna go down to shits. You guys got the fucking rosters. You guys got come on, you signing all these people from. You got Ricochet. Come on, man. You got Adam Cole. You still got Cena. You still got Orton. You can go back and get edgier to like the Attitude Era, and you can pull it off. You got Bray Wyatt. Imagine Bray Wyatt in the Attitude Era, or Randy Orton in the Attitude Era when the stuff was edgier. It's nuts. And then you got women that can actually wrestle. You can make it edgier. And I know that you're trying not to because you got kids watching, but their parents know what they're watching, and they know that the stuff is scripted. They read their lines. They're just telling a story, so that's what they're telling them. Well, read your story, but you need to get edgier if you want your product to continue to get better. And you have the roster, you have the talent. But until WWE doesn't fix that and get rid of some of these writers that are writing bullshit ass storylines over the same crap over and over again, people are gonna stop watching. And I've been a loyal WWE fan since I started watching it in the early 80s, when I knew what wrestling was. Okay, I went through the okay times of, Ultimate Warriors and Hogan, the bodybuilder type, wrestlers. Then to the, until Bret Hart came in, and they were struggling, and when they lost their rating wars to WCW for what, 90 something fucking weeks. And then the Attitude Era came. Okay, that's where I miss wrestling at. The Attitude Era, and when they were going head to head with WCW, it drove them to get better. It made them write edgier shit, because they knew if they wanted to stay afloat and beat the competition, then, that's where they got better. But they don't have that competition. Yeah, you got Ring of Honor, and then you have New Japan, okay? But they're not as big as WWE. They don't have the millions of dollars and then the revenue that comes in from, because they don't show it here in the States. They don't show New Japan here in the States. You got to go on YouTube to watch it. But if New Japan and Ring of Honor were as big as, like, the size of WCW and had millions to back them up, WWE will be in trouble. But they need to fix that. Vince need to step down. Let Triple H run the show. Let Stephanie run the show. Sit back, retire. Okay? Because Vince ain't cutting it no more. Okay, what's a little bit of blood? Come on, you're not going to hit somebody in the head and not be busted open. You're not going to throw somebody into a ring post head first, okay? And then you want to put it gray because it's too graphic. No, like, come on. I used to love when Ric Flair wrestled and he was bleeding like a government mule, and his hair was blonde, but by the time he kept on getting his ass kicked, his hair was full of blood from front to back. That was wrestling back in the day. I'd rather go watch the stuff from the 80s and the 90s because it was more entertaining than the crap that WWE puts out right now. Trying to stuff you Roman's reign down your fucking throat because he thinks that he's going to carry the company. No, he's not the fucking Rock. He's not fucking John Cena. He's not the Undertaker. Okay? People don't want him as Universal Champion. They don't want him as WWE Champion. WWE needs to just make him fucking heel, and that's just the end of it. Get it over with. And I guarantee you, if you make him heel, it's more heat, because now he gets to beat up on your favorites, and that's what people want. So tomorrow we're gonna get more into this topic because, like I said, this is the first time I'm doing a prediction video for any WWE event, for any WWE pay-per-view. So I just want to see how this goes. But this is my thoughts, and that's my frustration with WWE. They got the talent, man. AJ Styles, Shinsuke, you have Nia Jax, Ronda Rousey. You got a lot of good talent, but they're not properly using them. They're not, and that's the problem. If Triple H was in charge, and you let Triple H I guarantee you Triple H will make WWE a lot better. Triple H is coming up with all this other stuff, and he's bringing new talents from the UK. You need different wrestlers to come from around the world to make it good. And that's why I give Triple H credit, because Vince don't want to do that. That's all Triple H, because he sees talent. So, like I said, hopefully you guys like my prediction. Let me know what you guys think of my prediction, and let me know in the comment section your prediction on the 10 matches that I just talked about. Who's going to win each match, and let me know if you guys agree with my predictions, or I want to see what you guys say, and I want to see what you guys think of the pay-per-view and who's going to win. So leave that on the comment section. So like I said, this is your boy Extreme Gaming. Until next time, we'll wait until after Money in the Bank, and then we'll talk more about Money in the Bank and the results, and then we'll go with and look at the results, and we're gonna see how I did. So until next time, God bless everybody. Extreme Gaming signing out. Peace.